touched on Truth Be Told, a new show that you're working on. And I was smiling a lot as you were talking about it because Truth Be Told actually came to our network, DCP Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it was fortuitous because I actually didn't realize that you got hired as a producer on that show when we were first working with Tonya about trying to bring her on board with us. And so it was just such a delight to then, you know, have her introduce the team to us. And the first name I see is Ahyiana. So now we finally actually get to work together, more so than when we did back in the NBA Sirius XM days. So yeah, tell us about that journey. Like, how did you find that opportunity? Especially, you know, you were running your own business, and now you've essentially jumped onto another project, which, you know, Tonya has turned this into her own business. So what was that? What was that process, and what was that balance for you to be like, well, I'm creating something of my own, but you know what? I'm going to put that on hold for a second so I can focus on this other project.
So it's funny, and this is why I said you just have to pay attention to what's going on around you and tap into what other people are tapping into with you, you know? So me, from a podcasting standpoint, I started off hosting my own podcast. Then I got an opportunity to create a podcast course with Media Bistro. And then I got opportunities to speak about podcasting in different places. And I started to realize that, I guess you could say, some of the skill set that I had, even the crossover skill set from coming from a marketing PR background, wasn't naturally the same skill set that a lot of other people had who were entering the space or in the space, right? Especially from a hosting capacity. And so different opportunities started to come my way, being producers on different shows and different things like that. And so with the Truth Be Told opportunity, I think it was just a result of me updating my LinkedIn profile, to be honest with you, and letting people know what I was working on. Tonya, who's the host of Truth Be Told, her and I did not know each other. She cold reached out and said, hey, I'm doing this show. This is sort of like a quick blurb on it. I'm looking for a showrunner. Would you be interested in having a conversation? And I was like, sure. I was working on another show at the time. And it's funny because on that other show, I didn't have the showrunner or like executive producer or anything like that title. I was just a producer, but I was doing the work. And so, you know, sometimes making certain transitions can be intimidating. I was like, oh, a showrunner. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know, you know, but once I started to realize what the work was, I was like, I'm already doing this work. So yeah, I can do it. And we had a couple conversations. It was good vibes. And so we worked it out and made it happen. But for me, I think when I just look at my career and the steps that I've taken, I think a part of it, and other people have said this and I didn't really realize it, is that I'm not afraid to say yes, and I'm not afraid to take chances, and I'm not afraid to pivot and switch and do something else. Sometimes people are so afraid of doing something else because they feel like, oh, this is what people know me for. And if I try something else, they're going to think I'm flaky, or they're going to think I don't know what direction I want to go in and all this. But the thing that I always have to remind myself of is, this is my life. I have to do what makes me happy. I have to go in the direction that feels best and most in alignment with me at any given moment in time in my life. It's not for anybody else to decide whether it feels good or not, because they don't know what I feel. They don't have to do the work that I have to do every day. And I have to feel good about it, and I have to feel interested in it, and I have to feel connected to it. So that's how I've been making my decisions. And that's how I feel like I've gotten to the place where I'm at today, and where I feel comfortable and confident in the work that I'm doing. And so, like, I think if nobody takes anything else away from our whole conversation, it's just follow what feels good to you. That's the best thing that you could do, is follow what feels good to you. And that may change. That may not always be the same. So yeah, so my journey to coming to Truth Be Told, it's been twists and turns, but I'm excited for the content that we're creating, and also excited to be working with you, DCP. And I think it's just seeing everything behind the scenes is just a true testament to what people can do. Because look at you, you're running your own company, having distribution. You have distribution for other podcasts and everything. And then look at Tonya, she's running this podcast. It's truly her vision and everything now. And then everybody is able to come together to make larger things happen. It's just, I don't know, it's just amazing to me. I just love to see it. Love to see it.